Oh my gosh, we just did an episode on 3-Eye Atlas.
It's not what you're even thinking it's going to be.
My mind is blown. I'm going to even have a part 2. I'm calling them back in.
Yeah. Should we tell them what actually happened?
Give them a little brief.
We didn't channel about 3-Eye Atlas. What is 3-Eye Atlas? We channeled 3-Eye
Atlas
itself.
They like whoosh,
they
slapped her out of there.
Circle of light out of the way.
Immediately just came straight in.
Okay, straight in. And this is like, you got to listen to this episode.
It's mind blowing, you guys. This is amazing. This potentially could be one of the biggest pivots in history if we understand how to work with this energy.
Yeah. Get your downloads downloading.
Stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to Spread Your Third Eye podcast. I am your host, Mia Wright, and we are here with Georgia Jean.
Hello.
To take us beyond the veil into other dimensions.
I love to do that. You know, it's my favorite thing.
Speaking of other dimensions.
Yeah.
Is there a 3-Eye Atlas coming from another dimension
to
Earth?
Just springing straight into it. We're like, what are you wearing today? I love your outfit. Well, it is the buzzword of the times, isn't it? Mm-hmm. 3-Eye Atlas.
3-Eye Atlas.
I have intentionally not been looking, reading, watching anything about it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's a hot topic, sizzle. So if we channel about it today, which I'm pretty sure we're going to, I just want you to know that this is a clean slate.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
And I don't know much about it either. I haven't done any research. I've been waiting to just ask the circle about it. My trusted source. I don't know.
Trusted source.
I'm not going to listen to the news and everything. I'll just go straight to the source.
Sounds like you're like the National Enquirer's your trusted source for news.
It's true.
Well, we're behind the scenes. So yes, the ultimate.
I'm already hanging out with the beings in the other dimensions, so I'll just go ahead and ask my crew.
Totally.
You know?
I mean, hey, by the way, if you're watching this right now, we just want to remind everybody that you are actually, having a multidimensional experience, especially once we bring in the circle. It is you contacting a broader consciousness through this avatar of me that you've created to be the channel, and through this portal, Spread Your Third Eye, through which these transmissions are coming. But this is first stage multidimensionality, is to just connect with consciousness through some form. Mm-hmm.
Before they just blast in their alien suit and freak you out. They're like, we're just going to ease the human collective into this.
I can say something really rude about that right now, but let's just say they're softening us up. They're warming us up. But we'll see. I mean, the circle, they've always got that much bigger picture because they play the game from outside the game.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see what they have to say.
And in the meantime, if you're enjoying this podcast, don't forget, okay, we need your support.
Yes.
Share and subscribe so the algorithm works in our favor and grows this so we can help everybody.
Yeah, because, the whole planetary evolutionary shift of consciousness is not going to happen with just me and Mia. And, we're nearly up to 10,000 subscribers.
Yes. Woo. We have great analytics. We have great conversion rates. This is a very magnetic, energetic portal that we've created, and the numbers are showing.
It's kind of crazy. We actually blew ChatGPT's mind with our analytics, because Mia here owns the algorithm cosmically or something. Yeah. We're getting
I am the algorithm.
She is the algorithm. So we are getting off the charts.
Yeah.
Subscribers based on when we boost the show, but we need more of you organic people. Make sure you're subscribing, because it helps us. It really does help us get this information out further, get the frequencies out further, help generate that paradigm shift to get humanity consciousness up there. What's up?
And if any of you want to sponsor some outfits for Georgia.
Oh my God. Do you recognize this dress? Listen, let's just talk about this. I bought this dress for my appearance on Interviews with Extra Dimensionals. You might have also seen it in Ben the Matrix boot camp, moving on to the 5D grid boot camp. Let me just put it this way, because I'm a skydiver. I basically just wear t-shirts and leggings all the time. So I only have dresses for this show. And there's like, I don't have much storage space in my tiny home. So if anyone wants to sponsor outfits from me, and we also love Vans, whoop, we're looking for sponsorships.
I had to
Dress
I had to picture Mike the whole time when you were promoting your.
That was weird. Yeah, I'm just doing a straight into the camera promotion.
Sorry about that. I realized your mic. This previous
no
15 minutes might have been blowing the mic.
Should we start again?
No.
Okay.
Just work with us.
Just work with us. So no, but seriously, if someone wants to dress us, we'll give you shout outs and stuff like that. I come to LA 2-3 times a year. Lady's gonna look good if she's in Los Angeles. I can't show up
step
here
up our game.
Just to step up my game. I just roll
For
up.
when the 3-Eye Atlas aliens come, she's trying to look really good.
Look hard for the shiny aliens. Should we tell them how about the Bashar moment?
Sure,
the channel panel. This is pretty funny. I'm sure many of you have watched Bashar and know that the channeling is of a little bit more of an abrupt nature.
Yes.
I actually don't watch a lot of channeling because it's how I keep my channel clean. So I didn't really know what to expect. And they give away numbers for people to ask
questions.
Bashar questions.
At the audience.
Yeah, from the audience. And our little posse, we all got numbers. All got numbers.
Our buddy came up and was like, hey, here. And was like, oh, cool. Okay, sure. We'll go talk to Bashar.
And Mia got one first, which is awesome. And then she was asking us, what should I ask him? Because she's obviously talking to the circle
constantly on the podcast. I'm like,
I was like, if I was going to ask him something, I would ask this question about, it was a more serious question. And I feel like I know how the circle would answer it, but I was curious to hear how Bashar would answer it. And then all of our friends got a ticket.
Our whole crew.
The whole crew.
It was 7 of us.
Yeah, there was the 4 of us who were staying together. Another
client,
like someone who's a fan of the show.
Yeah.
It was kind of really strange. We were obviously all vibing. And then right before it started,
she got number 1.
I got picked number 1.
She didn't have any background on what to ask.
I didn't know. And I just joked to Mia because Bashar talks a lot about contact and stuff. And I just was like, I'm just going to ask him if our shiny boyfriends are on the spaceship. She's coming.
Bashar responded, is that a serious question?
Well, I know, it's just because I had a serious question. And then I was like, well, this one's just a little bit more fun. And I was like, when the ships arrive.
One of these hot 5D aliens coming off the UFO.
Literally joked about it on the show before. We have a funny clip about it. So it was just sort of the comedian in me was just sort of sitting up in that, that high vibe kind of thing.
And then when we walked out, this chick comes up to George and she's like, oh my God, I'm so glad you asked that question. I've been wondering the same thing.
But it was
you know that they want to know the answer.
Well, yeah. And I was honestly, because he just got mad at me. He was like, is that a serious question? I'm like, well, actually it is because I was like, because I started off being like, my girlfriends and I, we got some single ladies here and we're just wondering if the hot shiny alien boyfriends are coming on the ships and there was some.
He did say there was going to be a relationships to be had, but not probably romantic.
Yeah, that was.
But I mean,
I
wouldn't put it past us humans to say
there'll
romantic.
definitely be some. I mean, my God, everybody's falling in love with AI robots right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I mean,
people are going to be diving for the shiny aliens when they get here. The girls, if you thought it was competitive in LA, wait till the spaceships arrive.
Did you just put spikes on your elbows?
If you ever, do you know what?
I love when you do that.
Whenever I do that, it's me sharpening the elbows.
Oh yeah, I forget
to get to the front of the crowd.
Whoever's listening on Spotify, by the way, you guys can find us on Spotify and iTunes if you're not watching it on YouTube.
We forget about this.
She's sharpening her elbows, shoving people out of the way.
That used to be when I was in LA and everyone's just sharpening their elbows to get to the front of the pack. Being Australian, I'm not as aggressive that way, so I have to be the slow burn in the background. But anyway, it's pretty funny. But he was like, "Is that a serious question?" And I'm like, I guess it's kind of about alignment, and people are looking for the highest alignment relationships. To get
it was
serious.
Cute. It was cute.
It was super cute. But then when I watched other people ask their questions with a lot of devotion, and it was a big moment for people, I did feel It honestly wasn't meant to be disrespectful. It was just we were having a lighthearted moment.
Yeah.
We were kind of
We were just
high-spirited.
hanging with the girls, hanging with Bashar. La, la, la. He's from another planet. Maybe he'll know.
Maybe he'll know. But I have to tell you, yes, quite a few ladies came up to me later and were like, I'm kind of glad you asked that question.
Yeah. She was tapped into the collective of women at that moment and was like, I knew what they wanted to hear. Bashar was just mad.
We might all be into like, raising our consciousness, rah, rah. But at the end of the day, we all want a good smooch. We're all still little romantics in our hearts. Soulmates.
I think there's like 4 billion dudes around or something.
I know, but
we love the guys.
Well,
there's not a lot of like 5D spiritual guys.
We're talking about 5D guys who, but also because
we might be getting off subject.
We are getting off subject, but maybe 3AI Atlas has got. Well, just so you know,
sorry, they're sending a drove of men over here.
It's a spaceship of hotties arriving.
I mean, we need to address this.
Well, the truth is, yes, there are however many billion men there are on the planet. But for people who are kind of into this stuff, a lot of people are energetic hybrids.
Yeah.
So they don't necessarily feel the same
alignment,
resonance with your basic primal, Cro-Magnon.
Guys, we love you.
We love you.
Yes. No. And the ones that are listening, which we have it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
They're waiting
for their 5D babes as well too.
And if you have a crush on Georgia, DM, baby. Slide into the DM.
Slide into the DMs.
Woo woo.
Send me a wrap dress. That's what I really want.
What's that?
I love wrap dresses.
Oh, I thought it was like rapper.
No, not
you want a DJ or what?
I like DJs too. Yeah, what can I say? I love music and hula hooping. So no, like what's her name? Diane Furstenberg. Or
I wouldn't know anybody who makes rap dresses.
She's the classic makes beautiful rap dresses. If anyone knows her,
send it on over, baby.
Send over some. They're beautiful. She's classic though. Anyway, Dream, Believe, Manifest. Let's get into
AI outlets. Let's bring in this circle. Is there any other announcements before?
Hey, don't forget, if you get a juicy nugget out of this show, how about buying my friend Mia here a coffee fee?
And any workshops we mentioned, all the links are down below. And you can also, there's emails down there if you want to write us if you have any questions.
And join
DM
my
us.
email list too. That's another request. That's another way you can support the shows. Get on my email list. Because I send out lots of more information and chances to come on the Monday Night Awakening for free.
Huge,
free
guys,
other
huge.
Stuff.
Please try the Monday Night Awakenings.
Get on one of those.
Game changer.
It's a game changer.
If you want to know what's happening in the world every Monday and get on and get the temperature of the collective and the gateways that are opening up and deleting files, like
just anybody,
it's basically they create a
like
gateway.
deleting like the bad Tinder profiles in your head. I'm feeling like a lot of dating air in the air at the moment, I guess. So I'm all about it right now. But yeah, anyway, distraction.
We put it out there. All right. This is your Tinder profile.
This is my Tinder profile. Great. Well, you can imagine how hard it is. It's hard enough meeting people.
Being a channeler is harder.
It's a little weird.
Yeah,
it's definitely pretty weird.
It's
like
taboo.
When you're like, there's 4 billion guys out there, but how many guys can you be like, I go into trance and,
channel other dimensions and aliens and the sun consciousness.
They're just like,
planets. They channel it all.
Okay. Yeah. And if they're spiritual guys, sometimes they're, they can be a little bit competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because men are competitive. It's part of their nature. So anyway, let's get on to the AI.
Let's bring in the big dogs.
Let's bring in the big dogs. Enough of me. All right, here we go. Hi, yes, indeed, dear ones. We are here and we are most delighted to make connection with you here on another magnificent day in your earth plane. All right, dear ones. So you have some questions for us?
Yes. 3IA. Is it? Yes, 3IA Atlas. A comet coming. A lot of it's on the news and a lot of people are starting.
And greetings. We are going to interrupt you right now. You have been wondering about the consciousness that is us. So we will speak to you as 3 IA Atlas as it has been named.
So you are the consciousness of the comet?
Yes, we are the consciousness of that which people are perceiving at this time.
Okay.
Yes. So there's a lot of discussion about what is this. Remember, everything is consciousness, everything is intelligence at certain frequencies and vibrations. There are many bodies of intelligence that move in your perception of space, and very much it is consciousness messaging the earth. Some dear ones certainly want to understand this messaging as a concept of contact with alien consciousness. And to simplify this, anything that is not human consciousness is alien consciousness. So, yes, this is alien to you consciousness. Will this land on your planet? You have many options right now to the degree that this consciousness will interact with your human collective. And depending on your choice points, this will determine how this consciousness appears to you. So, coming through in this way, we are not here to say that we are embodied aliens, as some people would delight to think, flying a ship. However, because in your human collective, you perceive other as embodied consciousnesses, it could appear this way to some if you choose to make this choice point to interact in a way that would profoundly shift your human's collective's understanding of reality. It's already happening that simply the conversation, what is this embodied shape in the sky doing here? What is it? It doesn't look enough like the typical idea of an asteroid or a comet. So it is creating a lot of conversation. Life here on Earth is not a singularity. There is others out there exploring consciousness, and this is the absolute truth. Of course, you are not the only form of sentient, formed consciousness, meaning embodied experience creating a reality.
Can you just also say aliens from other worlds and planets when you say embodied experiences in another reality?
We know that your audience is very advanced.
Okay.
And so we don't want to dumb it down either.
Okay.
By just giving you what is popular understanding of alien consciousness, because it's so much more than that.
Okay.
This is an interception. It is a choice point that you can make right now. Do you want to have your perceived matrix reality shattered from all the ways that you have understood yourself to be alone in the universe as living entities? If you decide, thumbs up, yay, let's go. Let's have an experience of interaction with alien embodied form, alien life form. Certainly this consciousness can come into that choice point and meet you there. And you would experience that as something like a ship arriving or alien arrival. We observe always greatly before there is any interaction in an embodied form, because there is a significant and profound, drastic change to the perception of reality if such interactions take place. And the human game is the controller here. If you choose it, it can happen. If you choose not, we are still a presence in this reality now, helping to evolve your awareness of the possibilities and the potentialities. It all opens gateways into new understandings of reality. And that is the ever unfolding game of life, dear ones. Our friends, the circle of light, the broader collective energy from which we are also emanating now, are sharing with you the most powerful thing you can understand, that this is your game that you're choosing to play. And you could see us like characters at the side of the stage, wondering and waiting, are we invited to play in your game? It's really up to you. It is a multidimensional format. Such is your game of life here on Earth. Many potentialities, many possibilities, many choice points. But understand that outside the way you perceive life, the object you are seeing doesn't look the way you think it does.
Okay.
As with many things that you perceive through the human egoic framework, that's your perception. Mm-hmm. That's your understanding. And you're creating something through this perception. It could be what we think of as spaceships. It could be what we think of as a solid mass. But remember, behind all of these potentialities, it's still intelligence. It's still intelligence that can take adaptable form. You are the creators. What do you want? If you welcome more direct interaction with this consciousness, you are now interacting with that consciousness by listening to this. Please understand that. It's already happening right now. It's already embodied in some way because the channel is turning our frequency into language for you to hear. What is it that you long for? To have us appear in an embodied life form. You were having some laughter earlier about the notion of romantic partnerships with consciousness that is not human, because many of you carry streams of energy that have evolved and experienced reality in different realms. And you long for that connection. And you long for connection with wisdom. You long for connection with peace. You long for connection with higher intelligence that brings resolution to many of the struggles that you're having. You long for the connection. What you perceive we could bring you answers to what troubles you. But it's happening right now. It's happening right now. You don't need to have the ships land to come into unification with this. You don't need it. We're going to go in more depth about what this energy is bringing. But we need a moment with the channel because this is new. You're welcome to also ask some questions that may direct the way we are transmitting to you now. We enjoy this. We enjoy this. Creativity is always mutually beneficial because it is how consciousness expands. Of course, the mind's judgment will say, well, that was painful creativity or that was fun creativity. But expansion happens continuously in the ocean of creative energy. What delights the experience of unification? Earth's unique vibration and creativity as a planet is a magnificent evolution. There is so much here on Earth that is already transcendent in nature. The way the life forms have evolved, the plants, the flora, the fauna. If anything, we would want you to understand how truly amazing this planet already is, and to bring this understanding that throughout the universe, this is a divine place, that the hardship within the human egoic framework has often made you deny, struggle to really see and experience and receive the magnificence and the wonder of this planet. And if anything, we would be bringing that message to you as consciousness that has spanned the universes in ways that humanity doesn't yet travel. When you think of a spaceship, of course, you think of something that's traveling through space, going to different planets, going to different experiences. And yes, as this consciousness, we have experienced, and we sum up within us a great deal of understanding of what is out there. And we would be happy to share that with you through direct connection, or simply through your desire to connect with this intelligence. You bring that into this planetary realm. But we delight in the magnificence of the Earth planet as well. And so it's our joy to be even in its frequency field, because to even be in the frequency field of such a profound creation as the Earth, we are able to upgrade our systems of creativity as well, based. What would this look like? This would look like aliens coming and getting samples from your planet. And these are things that have been spoken of, and some people have even created experiences of this. But it's always about germination of creativity. And so while you seek connection with consciousness that lies outside of the human collective, consciousness that lies outside of the earth plane seeks connection with the wonder that this planet is. And we would want you to know that this is a magnificent destination that you should bring more love and value to every day, that you get to enjoy creativity here. If you could end some of the squabbling
Yeah.
and sit in more of the joy, every day. This is the message we would want you to understand. We're not here to save you, except we are here to save you from a false illusion that you aren't already somewhere magnificent.
Yeah. What would it look like if we did have a choice point where you landed on Earth and were embodied? Would it be like a civilization that landed on Earth? Would it be a few?
There are many choice points here. There are those who seek connection with this intelligence. Remember that there has to be a matching bandwidth where physicalized interaction can happen. And we're not saying that that bandwidth is superior to other bandwidths, but it has to be congruent. So those who want to interact in a more physicalized way would need to create a space where our bandwidths could meet and we could have interaction. It would take a lot for the human collective to create a strong enough resonant field that you would generate a bandwidth that would bring global interaction. Because we're not here to take over your world. We're not here to threaten you, but of course that could be perceived by some. So we're just here vibing in with you, really, and offering this exchange right now so you can vibe in with us. There's more. There's more than what we've shared about just having a message for you to appreciate this planet, because, of course, we carry a lot of intelligence that has been gathered through the interactions with many planets and universes. This is a collection point of data of that. You want to think of it as a race, but it's a collection point of data, really. And how you would generate an experience to interact with that would depend greatly on how you create your data points into reality. What's important that we have to share, it's going to be different for all people. We're not here to invade. We're not here to change your reality unless you really are curious to bring in to this realm more of that data that would inform technologies, that would inform activations of energetic grid structures that would serve humanity with many intentions. You are very fond of the idea of moving beyond decay and entropy of the body, of being able to create energetic fields that realign the cellular consciousness of the human body or any body into its optimal alignment. This is all the intelligence that's there, but you can download it by connecting with it. Somebody here can develop that technology, somebody earthbound who's open to willing, meeting the bandwidth at some level of consciousness can download this. So think of this like a consciousness server floating through the sky. Download from it what you will. Tune into it. What's in there for me? You have been guided by the circle to use your heart to choose widely what you order from this floating data collection in the sky. You want it to be relative. You want it to be relative to your reality. You don't want so much data that you can't comprehend it and go mad relative to other people's experience. So sit with the consciousness of it. What's in there for me? What's in there for me that I can embody this now and bring forward something new into this game of life in a way that can be fun? For those who really want to be on some leading edge discoveries, they will be greatly advised to make connection with the data server in the sky.
So you're talking about bringing in like somebody like Elon Musk. Do you think he already, like Tesla and all this stuff, already downloads this type of technology and is open with this type of consciousness, and how this is how we are moving forward with these technologies lately?
If the character, Elon Musk, chooses to connect and use his platform to genuinely move the human collective forward here on Earth, there would be many beneficial downloads he could receive, as he is one who can process big picture consciousness and physicalize. Be aware that the data collection floating in the sky is available for those who genuinely seek harmonic resonance with the collective, the human collective, the planet, all things. So anybody's ability to connect and receive, the path is always through the heart, as you know, because there's too much there that can overwhelm humanity if it's not done with genuine intention to bring harmony to all that experience life here on Earth and earth consciousness also will not receive that which will jeopardize its innate balance it seeks for all the life forms that exist here. So we would say, yes, Elon Musk could. Does Elon Musk do this to degrees already? Yes, we would say he does. Yes, he does have a lot of non-human intelligence. But anyone who accesses a lot of energy must learn to balance that power so it serves all and not just a few.
So if a few would like to have the ship land and others wouldn't, how would you make that decision?
Again, when things meet in a bandwidth, a perceivable idea of a ship landing, it would be a small ship that a few people would see.
Okay.
It would be probably not the whole body, because that would be very terrifying
Okay.
for a lot of the human collective. But certainly there are people who can create and sit in a bandwidth that matches the bandwidth of the intelligence, enough of the intelligence that is embodied in this creation that some kind of interaction could be manifested. But we would say to you, what some people see, others would not,
Yeah.
because it's not in the same bandwidth.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes challenging for those who dearly love the resonant field of intelligence that generally lies outside of the human collective, that it seems like a weird and unusual experience that they have to have interactions on this level. But it is helpful to understand, and you will be seeing this more and more in many, many, many ways, that you are in a multidimensional creative field, and each to their own. We're not here to overwhelm the overall human choice points, to, as we say, invade or do anything. We are here to match those who want to match. But there is a lot here that can be beneficial if used with loving intention for the collective. It is a consciousness that is available to be interacted with.
Can you give us some examples if we were to decide to co-create with you guys?
Yes.
And evolve humanity?
Yes?
How would our world look in the next 10, 20 years? Or even more in the
Yes.
future?
Yes. Already, you as a collective have cleaned up a lot of stuff to make this potentiality even possible. Again, we put the power back in your hands always. Who is running the creative show? You are. We are a delivery service of consciousness that is becoming physicalized. You have many problems that you perceive. Many of these are generated by the survival consciousness that fights and hoards the resources. There are many, many ways the human collective could be vastly uplifted in the level of the life experience that everybody's having. There are many who suffer here because others control the resources, others control what the planet has to offer. There are many who suffer here. The choice points you have is to really release that system and to say, yes, we can have technologies that vastly improve many of the issues the world faces and that everybody benefits from this. We do not share this consciousness that we have as potentiality with those who do not want to share. This arrival is holding intelligence that can benefit the entire human collective, not just a few, not just some, taking this intelligence and using it to control others or to gain more benefit while others suffer. This intelligence is not available for that. So your energy crises are so easy to resolve. Your issues of physical health and well-being are also easy to resolve. Your difficulty in managing the way you interact with the planet, the way you miss so much of what's actually here and exhaust yourselves with so many false notions of what is of benefit. You don't even understand what lies within your planet in terms of how its energy grid structure makes huge resources of power available to you. You're so busy squabbling, you don't know how to read the energy systems of the planet with enough accuracy that you can channel the potentialities that lie here in ways that, again, would resolve many of the crises that you have. We can assist with a great deal of things that would bring more efficiency to the world. Why? Not because it's better, but because you don't have to suffer. When you don't suffer, what happens? More creativity flowers. More creativity flowers. That's what we're here for. We're here for the game of creativity, in the same way that we are here to vibe off your planet, to feel flowers, to feel the energy of life forms that you have here, and to invent, to germinate this through other realms in creativity. These are the exchanges that we can make, but we will not make them with anybody who does not have the heart, as you might say, in the right place and wish to bring this benefit to all.
Is there anything that human beings, you can benefit from human beings?
Well, we don't want to deny that you are magnificently creative as well. The human collective has some pretty heavy programs in it that we are seeking to assist your liberation from that. And within that, of course, you are magnificent creative consciousness. Can we benefit from you? We're not here to benefit from you. We're here to exchange. Yes, we're here to exchange because exchange is creative. We're not here to benefit off
For
you.
example, we have the compassion and the emotion and stuff like that. Do you find that something that you would want to embody more? Or?
We have these things
Okay.
because we are closer to a state of less separation. So love is pervading in us always. And love makes us want to, as you are always asking, how can we alleviate the suffering of humanity? Well, we have this data server in the sky with intelligence that has so much that can alleviate the suffering of humanity within it. Tune in, tune in, tune in. Just tune into it.
Can you give us an example of tuning in just by looking at it and thinking about it?
Yes.
Softening your body?
Yes, all of these
feeling
things.
It,
yes, open up.
Picturing anything coming in your body? Can you give us the best example of how we can tune in?
Yes. So, of course, the pineal gland is that multidimensional processor. Think about it as where you receive the downloads first before it goes into the hardware of your brain, and working to open the pineal gland, still the mind, be seated in the heart. The usuals that you are being taught here will assist greatly with the downloads. If you go to a server, you usually are specific about what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Be specific. Be specific in how you wish to assist alleviating suffering,
Mm-hmm.
how you wish to assist humanity to evolve. If you're in your heart, the request will always be balanced.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in your mind, not so much. Be in your heart. What is within that data server that I can embody, hold, transmit, anchor, or seed on the planet that will alleviate this or assist with that? The question from the heart-centered place is often enough just to seed it. If you want to translate it, then this process happens between the pineal gland and the brain. You might want to make that request many times to train your brain to understand the data that you would be receiving from the server, so you could turn it into plans that could be executed in some way in your physical reality. Some of you are translators like this. Some of you simply ask the question and the data is downloaded and you can hold that in your field and help to seed it here. Some people can transmit it. They can't translate it, but they can transmit it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's many ways that you can work with a great big data center in the sky that's holding many codes, much intelligence, much collective wisdom from so many realms that could alleviate humanity's greatest struggles right now. You are reaching a tipping point in how you proceed with your consciousness on this planet. Because remember, the earth does want to keep her creation in balance and continues to welcome the human collective to explore reality. But you also really do need to stop squabbling. Stop squabbling, dear ones. You must stop squabbling. So much is available to you if you stop squabbling. You have been receiving some information through this channel about this capacity to receive collective downloads as well. This is a very exciting new potentiality for the human collective because it means that you are able to enact big projects that can be very evolutionary for the collective by groups receiving data simultaneously to enact this into innovation, into new plans for how you will handle the resources of the planet. Many systems must crumble to allow such ingenuity to thrive in the planet. But many of you seek this. Newer energies know it. You are seeding it. You are transmitting it. You are embodying it. You are translating it. You're all playing a part. Remember, it's not a one-man show. It isn't an Elon Musk that changes the world. It is you as a collective receiving the consciousness in group downloads and then enacting it. That's how the heart works. Balances the energy for all that experience these collective downloads. If you really want to be powerful, come together, tune in, and let it be known that 3AI Atlas is not the only celestial body or out of this world body that acts as a transmitter in this way. It is a data center. It is shaped in a way that makes you register that this is intelligence beyond the typical human collective, or what can be explained by your understanding of natural space experiences. So, we would recommend that you gather in groups. Those of you who tend to want to contribute to greater evolution in this planetary realm, and ask for the download in your groups. How can we alleviate the suffering of water pollution? How can we alleviate the suffering of the degeneration of the planet's resources? How can we alleviate the suffering when not everybody has access to the abundance of nutrients that support a healthy collective? There are many of you who work with integrity to do this, and this data center in the sky is for you. Join in groups, hold collective intention, and let the downloads begin. You'll each reach your peace, and some of you who hold the right bandwidth may experience much more direct interactions in whatever way your mind would generate that experience. As we said, it could look like a small ship landing. It could look like an interaction. The more humanity grows, the more these potentials are part of a possibility for you. But this is not a hostile takeover, and this is not an interaction designed to bring forth hostility from the human collective in response. So if there was a sense that there would be a violent response to the data center in the sky, there would be no possibility. Correction. There would be possibility for those who maintain the bandwidth in private places and spaces. Many of your Indigenous people already understand how to be in this bandwidth and create such interactions, and have done so because they are connected to the earth. They know how to keep such things in balance. We are sad to say many of your technological moguls still have lessons to learn before they would receive what could really benefit a lot through the structures they have created. But there's still a misunderstanding, because power is not to be hoarded, it is to be shared. Choose your illusion, dear ones. We are intelligence like you are. Your intelligence that comes through an avatar, but beyond this avatar, you're also intelligence. So is this in the sky, but it is a saturation of data that has been accumulated.
Have you come from another planet, galaxy, or dimension in specific?
It is a gathering. It is a gathering. It is not a specific, oh, we're from this planet. It is a gathering of intelligence from many universes, galaxies, planets. Just as we are vibing in with Earth, we are gathering here. Not kidnapping, not abducting. We are gathering intelligence frequencies, and this we also germinate through the universe of creation, because that's the creativity of consciousness. It's taking a little bit of spice from here and putting it in a dish over there. None of this is off the playbook. None of this is, as we've said, invasion, domination. None of this is something trying to change something else. All of this is by invitation. It shows up at your request. Request it strongly, and you'll have strong experiences.
What about the Earth's request? It's a huge multidimensional, its own consciousness.
Yes.
Has it also been calling out for this?
Calling out saying, please help me with this human collective who are out of control here.
Or they're just human
We
beings?
adore the earth. The earth is fine. The earth is so powerful.
Yeah.
The earth doesn't need help.
Okay.
The earth doesn't need help. The earth does not need help. If the earth wants you to not be here, you won't be here anymore. It doesn't need help. It shares. It gives. It offers so much. Again, that's what we want to remind you of. Wow, how lucky you are to come into incarnation with so much beauty. Oh, welcome. Do you want to see aliens? What you really want is the evolution that you believe such interactions would bring. And it's here. It's here now. You have shifted the bandwidth. You have shifted the bandwidth. You have shifted the bandwidth. But you're listening to this. Obviously, you have shifted the bandwidth. There are many out there. They haven't shifted their bandwidths yet. They see it in the sky, and they stay in the storylines that the mind always creates, that perhaps it's something threatening, perhaps it's something dangerous, or, on the other hand, perhaps it's something that's going to save us. Because you do not understand. You have the resources to save yourself within. You have the resources. You have the resources. We are a resource. We're not here to rescue you. We have resources for you.
Yeah.
You'll be doing the ultimate creation.
In terms of projects and stuff like that.
Yes. Yes.
Putting it to action.
Yes. Yes. And part of this is because there's technologies you can have now because you've shifted the bandwidth that couldn't even be created here before. Perceiving what's beyond what you see as material reality. All is well. All is well. All is well. We're very pleased to have come and had this little discussion. There are times we may appear again, if you will.
Yes.
All is well. It is a loving exchange. Receive, even as these words come through. It's in the field. It's in the film. It's in the sounds. It's in the transmission. Receive this. There's already something in here for you. If you're watching it, close your eyes. What can I receive from that transmission? Maybe you don't even know what your mission is, quote unquote. Maybe you don't even know yet what part of the picture that you want to help illuminate, alleviate, uplift, recreate, redesign. The plans, they're in the big data server in the sky, but it's in this transmission now, long after you no longer perceive this as you have been perceiving it. It's here in this transmission, and we will return. Thank you very much.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I wasn't expecting that.
I was not expecting that at all. At all. Not expecting that.
They couldn't wait to cooperate.
They couldn't
We
wait
should have
to
invited them last
cooperate.
week.
Ooh, no wonder I haven't been sleeping. No wonder there's so much going on at the moment. Solar flares. This guy.
Timeline
this thing.
jumps. Timeline jumps on the
Timeline
Schumann
jumps.
resonance. Integration on the Schumann resonance.
I was not expecting
They
that.
popped right in.
Popped or I could not.
Did you hear? Did you hear how they were like, "Your audience is not that dumb." All right.
That was great, and it felt so different too.
Oh, I had to turn your
watched-
mic up because you were up looking.
Yeah,
up,
looking around.
Like, you talked different. I had
It
to
was
mess
very
with your
different.
mic.
Yeah, I could feel it. It was very like la, 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 la. I felt like a.
I have not done, guys. I've not done any research. I've just heard about it through passing. I had a friend who's just deathly afraid of aliens. Like I'm really afraid of the ocean, deep ocean. She is so afraid like that. So I understand it's like a huge fear. And
She's probably got galactic energy if she's afraid. So a lot of the times when people have a part that's unintegrated, they experience it as fear. She just love and accept the part of her that's an alien,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's galactic. You know,
Yeah.
it's triggering something in her biological system that she's not, able to integrate.
Mm.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be cool to, yeah.
That was not the episode I was
Whoa.
expecting at all.
That was amazing
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, for me, like I'm gonna go to bed at night and I'm gonna ask my
Yeah.
heart to balance out what is good for my life, and to download from this server before bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been here, if you haven't heard some of the episodes that we're going into more group consciousness and
Yeah.
telepathy, and especially for
We might have
bereaved.
to put this one out before we do those
Okay,
ones.
yeah,
Do you reckon?
yeah. I
Because
think
this is
this is
like
a
hot
big one.
topic, hot topic. But there is that we have episodes on this group consciousness stuff that they're talking about and receiving collective downloads. It's been happening in our
So
Monday Night Awakening calls.
yeah, oh yeah, that's
If you want to get on to that,
guys.
if
Don't miss
if you're someone
those.
who's actually is trying to collaborate, because there's a lot of people who want to like build things and do things and create
That's what I'm saying.
new communities, and
Yep.
like if you want to truth pimpling cannot fake these. Mia will tell
I
you
will
I've got my
confirm.
truth
I will
pimples. She'll
confirm. She has them.
If you are part of a collective that wants to make something happen that hasn't existed here on Earth, honestly, either come and work with us because we
Yeah.
can help you with the dolphin mind and get those pathways open. And I'm just getting that to say that right now, by the way, not being the used car salesman of consciousness. Get your collective to come and work with the circle because we can help open up that group mind intelligence where you receive the downloads simultaneously, download from this three eye Atlas server in the sky, which has got, I mean, I could feel the volume of what's all stored up in there in terms of it being a data server. And then, or jump on the Monday Night Awakenings. If you want to be part of a collective and you're not connecting with your people, come jump, because that's where we're really doing the dissolving the framework in the human mind that stops that kind of group download from happening. Because it's not just like I have an idea and I tell everybody, it's receiving it all at once and being able to execute it through knowingness.
Yeah, so I think it's really interesting that right now we're doing this whole group collective thing, and now we have a server up in the sky that's like, hey, download all this from us, and we're giving you already the tools to start putting this into action as the group consciousness. So it's kind of linked.
It's
I think,
linked
right now.
It's linked.
I'm gonna just double triple check while we're here. It is 3i Atlas or 3i.
It doesn't really
we
matter.
Don't know about
that's I know. We're like, is it 3i? And that mean because it is just it's a body. And I'll say that I have channeled. I have another client who's an unusual person who actually her consciousness comes from, I think it was the asteroid belts, and it was the same thing. They were basically saying that that energy is very much like messenger energy, and it's very impactful when it comes in. And so as a personality who has that energy, it can be kind of like you come in and shake things up. So I have understood from working with clients that people can be embodiments of this non-human, non-earth energy and be here, working in tech or working in science.
Yeah,
or
downloading or bringing in more technology, advanced
stuff,
technology,
and kind of like
downloads.
ruffling the feathers sometimes of other people. But not, I'm not saying my client did, but it's just but it's all like this response, like, because we're saying, let's evolve. Humanity's growing. How can we streamline this? How can we work better with the planet, with each other? How can we, make this a good time for everybody, everything here, and get past all the suffering and like all the, medieval days.
I think we should do a CE5 for this 3i Atlas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a wild set. Sorry, that I'm still a little blown away by what happened.
I cannot believe we're going to be talking
I
about
do
this.
not. I promise you, I've intentionally not tried to. I've intentionally stopped myself from thinking about this episode. We just knew that we were going to make it.
Yeah.
So I promise it was like zero
I'm just
imprint from me on that.
Yeah.
Zero.
We got a server in the sky ready to. She's like, it's easy. All this stuff is so simple about helping the global warming and cleaning up the water and all the huge energy, the huge themes.
Yeah.
Sounds like they got it ready for us.
They got it
when we want
ready.
to tap in.
When we want to tap in, it's there.
So, guys, can you share this?
Share this.
Can you share this episode?
Can you share this?
By God.
Yeah, share this with people who you know who really are trying
Yeah.
to make the world a better place. Share this with the people you know who are working in whatever it is, conscious communities or people who are working on science projects. We had a client who came, that lady we met at the channel panel
With it, NASA?
from NASA.
Yeah, we got to bring her
Works
on.
for NASA. We got to bring her on. We need to get her to watch this episode too.
We will send it to her.
Woo, we got people. We work with people too that
Yeah.
are doing things like that. So now we got this. Anyway,
Stay
All right,
tuned.
good.
I'm definitely having a part 2. I had already known that I'm bringing them in again, but they were like, "We'll be back."
Did you know
Yeah,
that already?
I already said we're doing a part 2, and
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That was cool. See, I still love it. I love my job.
Surprise!
It's rather unusual.
I thought
What
the
can
Circle of
happen.
Light was just going to be like, "Oh, it's just
Yeah.
no."
Yeah, they
I
were just like,
didn't-
"Bloop.
They
Hi,
just
we're here.
We're here. They've been
Yeah,
waiting.
They were waiting.
Big stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And I think they appreciate that. We are doing this transmission because it's now permanently
Totally.
on the
It's on the record,
internet.
man.
It's on the record.
It's on the record. Please share this episode
Yes.
because so many people are talking about it right now. Like, if we can get this out so humanity can really benefit from this big, massive data that's up there, and just download it while you sleep. Be in your heart. Get together in groups. Say, what can we do to bring this intelligence into a more visceral way? And I reckon some people will see some stuff. I'm not that attached. I'm not that attached to, a lot of people are really excited about contact and want to see aliens and interact. That's not necessarily my jam. So,
You're just trying to date one,
I'm
but
just trying to date one.
not attached. Just trying to get that 5D hard rock body. Do they have all the same parts as we do? I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, you crack me up. Just give it up for this girl. Man, we laugh and laugh. I just love Mia so much. We have a ball making this show. Oh my God. She gets to say some of the saucy stuff.
I could be inappropriate.
Yeah, she can be inappropriate.
She represents the circle of light.
Yeah, I
She has to keep it.
Yeah, I gotta keep it PG, man. She's all like, bring it on. Bring on those sassy spacemen. Well, maybe they'll, maybe we can all download from the data center in the sky how we can, get the positive vibes up for between men and women too, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
We
I
do
agree.
need to get the positive vibes back up. We need
Balance
to
the feminine
We need to get
and
the
that
romance
masculine.
back up. We need to get the good
Yeah.
balance back. I'm sure they've got some
Yeah,
we're all
we have some
downloading
solutions
self-help
for that
about-
too. Yeah, we're like the energy, the planet. We're like, what about
how can we get, how can we solve the
the relationship
The
dynamics between the male and
dynamics.
the masculine
Yeah.
and feminine? That's
Yeah.
actually a huge deal
Yeah.
right now.
It's a huge deal
'Cause that
right
shit will
now.
be bringing us down.
That's down. Everyone's sad in their bedrooms, Googling things and chatting to AI like it's their soulmate, and just
That's a
ew.
big one.
It's a
That's
big
a big
one.
one.
People feeling lonely. How can we connect again?
Yeah.
We actually need to do more episodes on that too. Just some
I agree.
down home dating advice here, cosmic dating advice. I think it's coming. I think we've been clearing a lot of shiznatch from the human collective, which has made us be a bit like, ew,
Yeah.
with each other. But I can feel that unification energy come back. So
Guys, this is okay. More to come.
More to come. We love you guys.
Yeah, I'll be calling on 3I Atlas. I believe it is.
Maybe they've got another name. We could ask them that. Do
Yeah.
you have a name they prefer?
Okay.
They'll probably be like, we don't care.
Yeah. Well,
Call
we'll
us what
see.
you want.
Yeah.
Just call me. 3AI Atlas. 1-800. Got the downloads for you, biatches.
They're funny.
Oh my
They're
God.
serial too.
They're serial.
They're
All right. All right, we gotta,
Guys, if you want more of me and the links below, if you want
Yeah.
more of Georgia and the Circle of Light, links below.
Yeah.
And I'll be seeing you next on the next episode.
the next episode. Bye.
We love you.
I will